I know it looks like I'm filming with a cheap flashlight flashed in my face, and while that may be true, does not, I'm just gonna turn it off. Maybe it's ruining the vibes. It doesn't provide any light. I just want to say, I just want to yap a little bit. I'm gonna try to put this on my tripod. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Maybe if I do it like this. If I do. Okay, yeah, this works. So, I'm trying. Okay, maybe I'm a little too close. Let me back this up a little bit. Boom. Okay, so I'm gonna be partly in the shade. I hope no one minds. So, why am I here? Why are any of us here? Really? Why are any of us here? Is it to carry out some super hyper specific mission from someone, something, from our past selves, from our spirit teams? Why are we here? For me, I've always felt like I'm here to create. I'm here to create. I'm here to do. I'm here to build. And that feeling has been a constant in my life. Um, it's been a constant in my life. So when I think of my creative abilities, I really, really start to fly off the handle sometimes. I'm gonna hold this. I start to fly off the handle sometimes. And it's purely because I have so many creative ideas, so many creative endeavors I would like to pursue. And typically, those the execution tends to not be as persistent to the vision I have in my mind. It tends to be quite different to the vision I have in my mind. And that's okay. Eventually, you'll have to realize, like, you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to do it anyway. You're gonna have to create even when you feel like you don't understand shit. It's gonna just have to be okay with you. You're just gonna have to be okay with not understanding shit. Like, truthfully, you'll have to just be okay with it because not every vision not every vision is going to come out properly executed. You have, especially on the first time, you have to perfect that. You have to perfect your craft. You have to get that shit right. Not just here, but through here. Your creative tools. Um or your creative tools being your voice box, or your creative tool being the way you look and how you present yourself, if like models, for example. So you have to get used to doing all types of things of that nature. um right now I'm in a car by myself talking into a microphone about creative endeavors because it's something I believe in. Something I believe in. My lips are ashy, and I brought Aquaphor. Um, Sometimes it's just what you need to do, and it's how you need to walk through life. It's kind of why I've decided to leave behind my old YouTube channel, Divine Moonchild, because although I was delivering like spiritual messages and messages that I did and still believe, I feel like I could do more, and that channel feels quite limiting. It's something that's separate from what I feel is my personal channel that I've built to that showcases me and who I am. And I'm only just now realizing this when I changed my profile picture to a picture of me. And while the Divine Moonchild channel did have a picture of me as a profile picture, that picture is kind of more so an idealized version rather than a more authentic me, even though I am wearing like extensions in both. I find it to be quite okay, though. It's okay. That's fine. And I'm quite okay with that. Um, so here's the start. Here marks the start, December 12th, of me, of my presence, of my voice, of the things that I want to say, of the things that I want to do. Also, with this channel, I make a lot of comments, I watch a lot of videos, so it will definitely be easier for people to find me through the things that I say because I put a lot of what I say in comments as well as in videos. And I feel like this is going to be a step for me that's going to be in the right direction, even though there isn't necessarily a right direction or a right avenue to take. And it's more so the fact that I feel like this is right for me. It feels right for me more than my Divine Moonchild channel, even though they are both me. Does that make sense? Because I don't know. Um, so yeah, this is just my little message, and it's gonna remain unedited because I feel like it's got everything that I need to say. I didn't take a lot of like heavy pregnant pauses in this video. I could have just turned up the brightness the entire time. The way sometimes I just do stuff with my brain just turned, like I take the little radio dial and turn the static way because I need to. I've also started smoking. Stopped. I started smoking. I've stopped smoking. So sometimes I'm kind of, usually I'm a bit more used to smoking as so, but now that I've stopped, I'm gonna use this time to make way for better habits, to make way for new pathways, new avenues to open up for the betterment of me because I deserve it. I wholeheartedly believe I deserve it. And what a weight that belief in itself takes off with me because there was once a time where I felt conceited and in a bad way. Like I felt like my britches were too big for my bottoms. And I'm now realizing, no, it's okay to be that way. I mean, that conceited that conceitedness being just me saying I deserve this, or I feel like I deserve the best out of life because I give the best to life at every step of the way is not a problem. It's not a problem at all. Um Sometimes I let the things that people have said to me get to me, and this is the era of not doing that, not giving a fuck, like not giving a single fuck. I don't care what every Tom, Dick, and Harry has to say about me. I don't care how someone may perceive me and if they may think that I'm this way or that way, especially if that person isn't going to take the time to know the inner workings of my psyche. There's quite literally no point to care about anything that someone who knows nothing about you, a near total stranger, there's no point in caring about what they have to say about you because it's not going to be valuable to you. It's not going to teach you anything. If that person isn't saying anything constructive in any way, why should I care? If it's not something that's going to help me, why should I care? If someone's giving unsolicited advice that's just basically just pure bull honky, why should I care? And the answer is I shouldn't. The answer is I shouldn't. I shouldn't care because it doesn't affect me, quite literally. I see people say some of the most egregious and disgusting things on the internet because they know that they have that burden of anonymity, and they have that freedom to kind of not get caught up saying the bad thing. And it's like, why would I care about what someone through a screen has to say, or someone who's coming up to my face to say something, which you know for a fact that more often than not they won't. If I'm just living my life, no one's going to come up to me and say, "Hey, I think you're doing this wrong," because they won't. That's like if you're at work and the office gossip is doing their usual yapping about you. Are they going to say it to your face? No, because guess what? They get off on the fact that they have the ability to say whatever they want. A lot of people, they know, they use their free will to say whatever they want and kind of are able to get away with it because they know for a fact that a lot of people aren't like that. I am, though. I very much am. I am like that, and I'm not the type of person to openly be mean and nasty to people because I feel like that is low vibrational. It is extremely low vibrational, and I don't operate in that vibration, point blank, period. Um, when I think of everything that I want to say to people or everything that I want to share with the world, none of it is ever going to be something extremely negative because that does not serve anyone. That doesn't serve a single person's life. It doesn't serve you at all to be nasty to other people because because having empathy and compassion shouldn't be a trait that is looked down upon. It should be a virtue that people should want to have and people should want to be. Um, but it's not. It's seen as cringe. If you care too much about something, you're seen as cringe. And Death to cringe culture, honestly, death to cringe culture. It does not help you to think that everything someone else does, aka like it doesn't affect you. So if you're thinking that the things that other people do is cringy, um, have you ever considered getting a hobby? Like seriously, and I mean this genuinely. If someone spends their time watching anime and paying money to get supplies, and they have a sewing machine, and they do their cosplaying, and they dance to songs in their cosplays, and you're like, this is so cringe. Have you considered getting a hobby? I saw this one woman, this was ages ago. She went viral for the video actually, saying that she said, my hobby is texting. This grown man I was talking to went to a skateboarding class. And it's like, seriously, get a hobby. When people say, when people start doing this and someone else responds, oh my God, get a life, they mean that because genuinely, what is being a beacon of negativity and what have you, what does that do for you besides make your life harder? I've never seen anyone who actively is a hater of everything be anything but a miserable, sad person, because no one in a happy position, no one happy with their lives is going out of their way to talk down on other people. That's quite literally not how that works. Um, that's the message I had to share. This is my new channel. I had to put a little bit of spit a little bit of wisdom because it was on my mind and I enjoy talking. Um, I hope you enjoy this channel and I hope you come along for the ride to see the evolution of moi. We're gonna have a lot of fun up here. We're gonna have a lot of fun. If I can figure out how to make a channel trailer, I'll do that. But right now, I don't know. So, that is all. This is me. You could just call me Moon. Um, and yeah. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope I hope the flowers you walk by smell fresh and not like the pesticides they use to treat them.